Oh, right, the playmats.
Playmats.
They're all under there. Real quick before we get started, we have a super cool announcement. The announcement is not dice. Sorry, we don't have the dice yet. There was a whole mix-up where the first order of dice that we got didn't have 6s on them.
They're on their way, though.
The correct ones, hopefully, with 6s on them and everything. But we do have Skull playmats. They're back in stock. Not only do we have the regular one back, which I think it actually looks a little bit better than the other version of the playmat that we have. The stitched edges is completely black, rather than the stitched edges matching the color pattern of the playmat, which is what it looked like on the last Skull mat. Not that that matters. So we have the regular Skull mat back in action, but we also have, boom, over here.
Fuzzy. It's now
mode.
fuzzy, and it feels great.
I don't know if you can tell, but it's a carpet mode like we do have on the other playmats. But we also have a third option now.
And it's in foil. Look how it glistens in the light.
Foil is shiny.
Weirdly enough, my favorite part is that it's actually red on the back,
The red
which
back
is super cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have 3 new versions of the Skull playmat. If you would like it, you can go pick it up down below before it sells out. Let's get into the video. Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cam. This week, we're joined by DeadBeatScott to play some cEDH.
Hey everybody, my name's Scott. I'm a Magic the Gathering ambassador that plays a ton of cEDH. I started playing Magic only 2 years ago, and Play to Win is the reason I play cEDH today, so thank you guys so much for having me. Counter the Ristic Study, Stacks isn't real, and fuck ice.
This video is brought to you in part by Dragon Shield. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 with the affiliate link down below for 5% off to help support the show.
And check us out at Patreon to support us directly and get awesome extra perks like access to our Discord at just the $1 tier.
So we have me on SISAY. Not everybody knows how to do everything. Driving isn't the only thing. Cam is on ROCCO, Exotic Meats. A list submitted by our patron, Khawaja A. Hamid. Scott's on ROG. I promise I usually last longer than 2 turns. I just really like you. And Tyler is playing TYMNA DARGO, Infinite Money Glitch. Scott, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. This is gonna be cool.
Good luck, have fun, not more than me.
Any pre-games?
Not for me.
Draw card. Flooded Strands. Fetch the Flooded Strand. Here's an Underground Sea and a Mystic Remora. Pass turn.
We're gonna draw. Bloodstainmire. Crack. 39 to go get a Plateau. Mana Vault.
Mr. Remora.
You got it. Pass after that.
Draw a Magic card. Marsh Flats Underground Sea, 39. Dark Ritual.
Mr. Remora trigger.
You got it, brother. Necro on the stack.
Mr. Remora trigger on it.
Can't pay 4 mana.
Pass on Necropotence.
Here's a ROG. 11, 28, 10, and 1. Here's a Rite of Flame, a Vexing Bauble, a Talisman, an MBT, land. Have fun.
Draw for turn. Windswept Heath. Crack it. Oh no, I need to think this through again. Hang on.
Don't let him think. Everyone start humming things and counting and whatnot. If he thinks, that's how he wins.
Thanks, fellas. Cracking the Windswept Heath going to 39. Land. Cast the Dark Ritual.
Mr. Remora trigger.
Yep, you got it.
I'll draw a card.
Cast the Demonic Tutor.
Mr. Remora trigger.
Yep, you got it. I will go find a Lotus Petal. Not that I have to tell you, but I'm gonna, because I'm then immediately gonna cast it.
I have a Mr. Remora trigger.
You sure do.
I'll draw.
Crack it for a red and spend my floating black. Dash in a Ragavan. Ragavan is coming at Dill.
What? That girl isn't playing. Come on.
Nope, no take backsies. No take backsies.
Yep.
Good at 37. Trigger. I have a Sakashima the Imposter.
Make a treasure. In second main, I'm gonna crack a treasure for a red. Sacrifice this Ragavan as an additional cost to cast Dargo. Pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, pay for Mystic Remora. Draw for turn. Tropical Island, and I'll cast Ignoble Hierarch. Pass my turn.
I'll get a draw. Taiga.
I'm so sorry. I had to go to discard. To discard a Bayou and a Tundra.
Dylan, try to find a free counter spell off of my Arcane Signet that I'm casting.
Trigger. Draw card.
Okay, good. You didn't find it for the Arcane Signet. That was close. I didn't specify what to use it on. Pass.
I'll skip my draw. Bloodstainmire. LED?
Mystic Remora trigger.
You got it. Crack this Bloodstainmire, go to 27. Bonk. Mystical Tutor.
Mystic Remora trigger.
Yeah, you got it. There we go. Born's on top. Let's go to 3. Let's put 24 in my hand.
That sounds right.
Whoa.
Go to my end step. Trigger to put these into my hand. Crack for black. Discarding the Final Fortune, a Flusterstorm, a Squelcher, and a Rain of Filth. Putting these cards into my hand. There's a Born.
I have a Mystic Remora.
Got it, brother.
Mystic Remora has drawn me quite a lot of cards here, but Necropotence can, at a will, just make that all irrelevant. Since I haven't drawn any interaction yet, it is unlikely that I will find something because Scott has drawn so many more cards and thus could probably interact further. So just proving how fucking awesome Necropotence is.
Drawing a card. Promox. I'll put this Warrior's Oath under it. You can draw.
Draw that card.
Petal, you can draw.
I do love seeing ROG win, so at least this is good for me. I'm having fun.
Demonic Tutor.
Mystic Remora trigger.
You got it. There's my card. Fuck protection, let's ball. Here's a Breach.
Mystic Remora trigger.
You got it, brother.
Sorry, guys.
LED, exiling 2 lands and a Mystical Tutor.
I have another fish draw.
You got it, brother. Cracking this LED for 3 blue. Pitching Ottawara, SWAT, Signet, Mantle, Tainted Pack, Plunge. Shout out. Meme Bet. Fergie, Grinding Station, Demcon, Chain of Vapor, Thassa's Oracle. I already have the Brain Freeze, Necrodon, Time Twister, Demonic Consultation, Phyrexian Tower, Vampiric Tutor, City of Traders, and Undercity Supers. These all have Necropotence triggers.
I imagine you'll be responding a little bit further to those Necropotence triggers.
Oh, yeah.
I passed on the Necropotence triggers.
I passed the Necropotence triggers. Everyone passed. No, he passed.
Me too. I'm too late, Scott. Oh, shit.
Take it back. Cast the Brain Freeze first.
I do have a Mystic Gamora off of that one. Maybe this will be the Mind Break Trap. It was not Mind Break Trap. 9 total Brain Freezes, it sounds like. Did you exile your 3 cards to cast it also?
No, I haven't yet. Let's go land. Show me a D-Grid, baby. I have a Pact.
That's pretty close.
I'd like to present a loop where I cast Brain Freeze, milling my entire deck. I have Pact and some other stuff for protection. Probably resolve a D-Grid as soon as I hit it, which is in this pile of cards on my next Brain Freeze. I will win by casting a Thassa's Oracle and holding up a couple meaningless protection spells.
Yeah, we're dead?
Yeah.
Good job.
Good shit. Nice. Good game. Power of ROCCO. I didn't find any interaction off of my Mystic Gamora. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Ignoble Hierarch to potentially hold up like a Swan Song or Flusterstorm, but it feels just so bad to like not continue to progress my board mana-wise when I'm a SISAY deck, and drawing cards isn't really what I want to do. I can't really capitalize that as well as like other decks can, so I need the mana advantage and kind of hope that one of the other decks might have something, but DARGO and ROCCO, they're not going to have much against the ROCCO, so some games you just lose.
And what are you gonna do? Only up your odds by like 2 cards?
Right.
By holding up that 1 mana
Yeah,
too?
let's do another game. That was a quick one.
Yeah, we have time for another one, I guess.
Any pre-games?
Nothing from me. I'll draw a magic card. Blood Crypt, shock it in, go to 38. Seal. Find my card and pass my turn.
Draw, Flutter Strand, crack that for a scrub land, and I'm also going to cast an M-Seal.
Oh, brother. Cam, we're dead.
Selected an M-Seal card. I think it is probably the wrong one.
Can I go to my turn?
Yep.
Draw a card. Polluted Delta for Tropical Island. Ignoble Hierarch. Lotus Petal. Pass turn.
I'll draw. Marsh Flax. Pass.
Draw this magic card that I have selected. It's a Dark Ritual.
Crack Lotus Petal for a blue, and I'll cast Flusterstorm on Dark Ritual.
Rough. Yeah, I have nothing.
I have it this time, so maybe there's a chance. Although I don't know that this means that I might win the game. Maybe just that ROCCO won't. So, you know.
It's a good scenario though, where it's better to counter the thing that you can than.
Then the Necropotence, which I can counter with the Flusterstorm.
Yeah, exactly.
Cast a ROG since I have nothing else. I'll pass.
Untap. Draw for turn. Command Tower. Pass the Lotho. So you go.
Untap. Draw card. Exotic Orchard. Cast Ristic Study. Pass turn.
All right, end step. I'm gonna go to 39 and get my tapped Temple Garden. Go to my turn. Untap. Draw. Plateau. Cast the Felwar Stone. You can draw.
Draw.
Pass.
Untap. Draw a magic card. Scalding Tarn. Soul Ring. You can draw.
Nice. Draw a card.
Grim Monolith.
Lotho trigger. 36.
Going to 35 off the fetch, grabbing a Underground Sea, paying for the Ristic Study, and then I think I'm good to pass after that.
Untap. Draw for turn. Cavernous Souls. Naming a human. Cast a TYMNA.
Ristic Study trigger.
You may have it. Move to combat. Dill, I'm going to come at you for 2.
I'll take 2.
Second main, I will lose a life and draw a card to my TYMNA trigger. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw card. Plateau. Cast Kinnan. Green floating, and I'll cast a Ruby.
Lotho trigger. Go to 34.
Arcane Signet. Cast Orcish Bowmaster now. Enters trigger. Target Lotho.
Yep, I got nothing to say about that.
Pass my turn. Casting the Bowmaster now so that I can get rid of the Lotho before somebody else can give Tyler an extra treasure. I lose the surprise factor, but limiting a TYMNA DARGO deck with treasures is very important, I think, right now.
You get a draw. Ranger Captain of Eos.
Ristic Study trigger.
You get a draw. Go find Phyrexian Dreadnought. Pass the turn with it sitting in my hand. Hey, look at me not doing anything. I'm off to a really slow start on a Moldifor. This kind of sucks.
Untap and pray for a land on top. That's a Polluted Delta. 34. Let's grab Watery Grave. 32. Necro on this deck.
I have a Ristic Study trigger.
I will pay.
Yep, I get nothing.
Oh my goodness, we're so back. I think a light 10 will do it. Move to my end step and put these into my hand. Discards 3 lands. Pass turn.
Dylan, would I be correct in saying that if you play a land, then from what we see, you are able to cast SISAY and activate SISAY the same turn?
Yeah, if my land was an untapped one, unlike this fucking starting town that's going to come into play on my 4th turn. But yes, you are right. If I have an untapped land, that's the case.
Understood. I have drawn for turn. Scott, I'm going to send this TYMNA your way.
Going to 20.
Gain 2 to 36, lose 1, draw 1.
Bowmaster trigger, I'll shoot the Rograk.
Cool.
Casting a Smothering Ties.
Yuck. Ristic Study trigger.
You got it. Ship it then.
Untap upkeep, draw card.
Smothering Ties.
You got it. Chrome Mox that I will cast. Put this Sylvala under it. Play this starting town as my land for turn on my 4th turn of the game. Cast SISAY. Combat, I'm going to send Kinnan, Orcish Bowmaster, and the Orc army over at Scott.
5 damage. I'll go to 15.
Pass my turn. I have a question for SISAY pilots here. I don't think I could win the game right now from this point, but I do think that if starting town came in untapped, I think that I might have been able to win the game here because I'm looking at my mana here and I have 1, 2, and then because of Kinnan, cannon, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 if the starting town was untapped after I cast the SISAY. 9 mana, and I'm pretty sure I did the math right on the color pips, means that I get to use 5 of it to go find Gaia's Cradle, and then Gaia's Cradle can be the green for the other activation. Since I have 6 creatures, I would have 5 left after that.
Oh, wow.
Can go find Agatha's Soul Cauldron, and now Agatha's Soul Cauldron can make the 5 green mana from Gaia's Cradle, be able to activate again, go find Derevi or whatever, yada yada, etc., and then untap and win. But since the starting town comes in tapped here, I don't think I can do that. I don't know. Let me know if you know and can look at my list if there's a way that I can win with the tapped starting town right here from here. But I don't think there was, which kind of sucks. I don't know. Realistically, I'm not in the worst spot ever. But even though I have all this like draw engines in play and Ristic Study and whatnot, I don't have enough mana to push it forward. So after this game, I took starting town out of my deck because even though it is a 5-color land and that is really powerful, I feel like SISAY is like a turn 4 deck. That's like the key turn for me when I want to win the game. And so to have a lane that specifically comes in tapped on my most important turn of the game, that feels kind of bad. So I cut it and I put a new fetch land back in. So
that's perfect.
Yeah, that one's always untapped.
A 5-color land. There you go. Yeah. Here we go. Get a draw.
Smothering Test trigger on your draw.
You may take that. Play Emergence Zone. Hexene Squelcher.
Ristic Study.
Not draw. I made a mistake. I'll play Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Draw a card with Ristic?
Yeah, draw a card.
Smothering Tithe still?
Yeah, you can have it.
I will pass.
I'm gonna untap Lotus Petal.
That's a Ristic Study trigger.
You got it.
Tithe?
Yeah, you got it.
Confluence. Cast the ROG.
Ristic Study.
You've got it, brother.
Treasure?
Treasure.
Praetor's Grasp targeting Tyler.
Ristic Study trigger.
Pay for it because I have 2 floating.
Do you know what you want?
It's Final Fortune.
It is not in my hand, so you will be able to find that out of my deck.
I think I'm cooked, and so I'm just gonna put a win on the stack and make you guys answer it.
I think that sounds like the ROG way. We either have it or we don't at this point.
Cast this Demonic Tutor.
The Ristic Study trigger.
You got it. I ran out of mana.
Tithe trigger.
Yeah, you can have it.
I got my card. Drawing 11 cards here. Put these 11 cards into my hand on my end step. Discard. Opal, a Mystical Tutor, a land, a Ancient Tomb, a Gemstone, a Chromatic Star, Springleaf Drum, and a Bloodstained Mire. Pass turn.
Draw for turn. Dylan, what is your SISAY activation likely to be getting in my end step?
I don't know. It depends on what you do in your turn.
Well, I'm about to try and static prison your SISAY, unless you give me a good reason not to.
The reason is I will try to not allow it to happen is then I will use up a counterspell on not Scott, I guess. I did also put Tam in my deck. I could find Tam, which would give SISAY protection from, or hexproof from white.
All right, we know what I must do. Cast a Grand Abolisher. Cameron, I know this makes you want to crack Ranger Captain. Other than the static prison that I just mentioned and a Soul Ring, there's only one more non-creature that I intend to cast, and it is not going to win me the game.
Let's see it. What is it? What is it? What is it?
Yeah, can we see it?
It is a Wheel of Fortune, but I must do other things before I can cast this Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, there's a Bowmaster in
There's
there.
a
No, I'm gonna get rid of the Bowman first.
The Phyrexian Dreadnought's in my hand. I like that there, but I also am in such a poopy spot that I need the wheel to go off. How does Dylan just not win?
I'm taking care of Dylan. I think.
Don't listen to Tyler. He's not your friend. I think you should not let Tyler with a Smothering Tithe Wheel of Fortune. I don't think there's a world where we come out of that in a good spot.
Oh, you have a Smothering Tithe.
Yeah.
I have a Ristic Study on Grand Abolisher.
You may draw. Smothering Test trigger?
Yeah, you got it.
Cameron, I am specifically not trying to win this turn. I'll show you what I'm really up to here. I'm going to cast this Mayhem Devil and wipe Dylan's board by sacking all the treasures that I made from Smothering Tithe. That's what I'm trying to do.
Dude, you don't live through this at all.
You see, normally what happens is when I make a deal with Tyler, I lose the game, but I think that I lose this game no matter what happens.
I think Scott's dead no matter what.
And us, dude. And the both of us.
I'll be able to wipe your board. I think Cameron's the only one who can recover from this and still have a reasonable set of plays.
You do not recover from this. If there's a Smothering Tithe and a Mayhem Devil in play, ROCCO cannot recover from this.
Honestly, the only 2 cards that are in my hand are this Phyrexian Dreadnought that you know about, and this card sucks right now. It just feeds all the things in play that are so bad for me. So I kind of want the wheel. I'm not going to crack Ranger Captain. I'm deciding.
Pay a life. I'll go to 3. Chain of Vapor, the Ranger Captain.
Ristic Study trigger.
You've got it, brother.
I'll draw a card. There's a Smothering Tithe on my draw, Tyler. You can have it.
Cameron, I think he's just trying to make it so that I can't do this wheel plan and kill him, right?
Dylan and I both equally don't want this Wheel/Mayhem Devil thing to happen, so I think that we're both willing to fight over it.
I don't know what to do anymore, honestly, dude. I'm going to wait for you guys to do stuff and I'm going to respond to it.
I've decided that I hate making decisions in cEDH games, so I'm going to let that bounce. That's not that boy. showings.
Would you like to copy it?
I keep getting put in decisions where whatever I decide loses me the game in a different way. If I don't let Tyler do any of this, I just lose to Dylan. He gets 3 SISAY activations between right now and his turn. I feel like doing anything puts me in such a bad spot. I'm just gonna let this ride.
Chain of Vapor is good. Still hold priority on the Grand Abolisher. I'll exile the Simian, crack this Lotus Petal, and I'll cast the Final Fortune.
Gnarly.
Ristic Study trigger.
That's what I tutored for, by the way. Yeah, you got it.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
You got it.
Dylan, you can stop my Final Fortune if you want, but then we're both dead to this wheel. I have to cast a billion spells on my turn, even if I get my extra turn, so like maybe I just draw you into a fix.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck to do anymore. I'm so confused. I pass on Final Fortune.
We're down to the Grand Abolisher again, and I have nothing for a Grand Abolisher, so I probably just died of this Mayhem Devil, but I did what I could.
I'm gonna tap mana a second in response to Grand Abolisher. Arcane Signet for white, Ignoble Hierarch, black, Ruby for red, pass on Grand Abolisher.
Okay.
I tapped my mana a little bit wrong here, I think. In my hand, I'll just reveal to you because I think I had a way out of this situation. I have Force of Negation, blue card, and Beseiju in my hand. Had I tapped to have a little bit of green mana as well, I could have used the green mana on the Smothering Tithe, which would stop the nonsense of all of this, all the treasures and all of the Mayhem Devil and all the wheel stuff a little bit.
Cast the Soul Ring.
Ristic Study trigger.
You got it. Smothering Tithe trigger.
Yeah, you got it.
Cast a Voice of Victory.
Ristic Study trigger.
You got it. Smothering Tithe trigger on your draw there.
Yeah, you got it.
I would like to move to combat.
Channel Touch the Spirit Realm, targeting Grand Abolisher. Exiled until the end of turn. Activate Sisay. I will find Deadpool. As it enters, I'll have it exchange text boxes with the Voice of Victory. The reason I got the Deadpool to swap with the Voice of Victory and touch the Grand Abolisher is that so I could use the Force of Negation on the Wheel of Fortune. Let's just, hold on, let's just keep going a little bit.
Move to combat. Scott, coming at you for 2.
I'll go to 1.
Gain 2 to 37, and then lose 1 to 36, and draw 1 card.
Orcish Bowmaster trigger?
Uh-oh. I don't have a counter spell. I can't interact with you. Don't kill me.
Tyler, how do I convince you to not play Mayhem Devil? What if I leave him alive? You're just gonna play Mayhem Devil and kill him yourself?
I have no other play, right? Like, it's not like I have 100 cards in hand like you, and I have other stuff I can do.
Is my Final Fortune turn less scary now?
Wait, Scott, yeah, show me your hand. What is that? What's that other card there that's face down?
Don't worry about that. It's not a breach or a tutor.
Is it in your hand?
That card is also in my hand. I'm not showing you that one, but I'll show you the rest.
I'm gonna have to kill you. You don't show me that one, right?
I mean, sure, I can show you this one too.
A yard must well. What's your yard look like? I see there's a demonic tutor, right?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. There's a Lotus Petal, a Demonic Tutor, and a Chain of Vapor.
The killer guest here.
There's a dark ritual in there too.
Of course you should. Wait,
You know what? If you do take him out, it means that Wheel of Fortune with Smothering Tithe isn't 21 treasures; it's only 14.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the 1 damage at you, Scott. I'm so sorry. Thanks for being here.
Nope, that's totally fine. I get it. I die.
So then we're in Tyler's main phase 2.
Cameron, I don't want to cast this Mayhem Devil yet, but I don't want to go back on what I said either. So I'm going to show you what I can do. And if you tell me...
Tyler, I don't care what you do. If I'm being honest, like I can't do anything at this point. I hate this response from me. I feel like maybe there was something else I should have done and just told him to cast the wheel here instead. I don't have interaction at this point, and the game's completely.
Because he told you he wouldn't win if you didn't cap the Ranger Captain.
I guess he did say that he wasn't trying to win this turn, but like
I'm still not trying to win. I'm just talking about casting a different non-creature spell than just the wheel.
if you do something else that isn't just the wheel, I at this point have to expect it. I think.
Just want to dig for stuff so I can try and resolve the Mayhem Devil and actually blow up Dylan's board, or we just lose to Dylan.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down that road then. Cast Dargo.
Ristic Study trigger.
You may have it. Smothering Tithe trigger.
Get it.
Static Prison.
Ristic Study trigger.
You got it. Smothering Tithe trigger.
You got it.
We're going to target Kinnan.
Kinnan's exiled.
Altar of the Wretched.
After the Ristic Study, I'm not gonna bother taking it.
Sacrifice Dargo. Draw 7 cards, then mill 7 cards.
And here's, I think, where I made the mistake, because I was planning for the Wheel of Fortune. So I was keeping my Force of Negation for the Wheel of Fortune when I should have just fired it off here at the altar, knowing that I have no other counter spells because I've been making game actions to get rid of the Grand Abolisher and the Touch of Spirit Realm so I could continue to interact. So I should have just Force of Negation this altar and then hope that when he casts the Wheel of Fortune, I draw more interaction off of that. I was just trying to avoid him Wheel of Fortune into a Smothering Tithe. So let me just keep this Force of Negation for the Wheel of Fortune later, but he's drawing 7 cards right now. So that just changes the nature of everything. He knows I have a counterspell because I've been kind of telling him and getting rid of things that show that I have a counterspell. So now he's going to make sure that his Wheel of Fortune can hopefully resolve after this.
7, and Flame, Silence, Imperial Critter, Talisman, Jataru, Aramisa, and Orcish Bowmasters. I'll go to the yard.
I have 7 Bowmaster triggers, 2 at TYMNA, 3 at Voice of Victory, and 2 at your face, Tyler. trigger.
I will go down to 34, Deadpool.
Ristic Study trigger.
Yep, Smothering Tithe trigger.
Yep.
We'll swap Deadpool's text box with Deadpool. So this has voice text now.
So this is what I'm talking about, because now there's Deadpool comes down and I can't force a negation to Deadpool, and now Tyler's protected again. Womp.
Cast a DARGO, not pay for Ristic.
I won't draw.
Sack a DARGO to Burnt Offering. 4 red, 3 black, recast DARGO. Cast a Mayhem Devil. Sack a treasure for a white. I have a Mayhem Devil trigger and I'm going to target the Bowmasters.
Sure thing.
Cast the Wheel of Fortune. Discarding Diabolic Intent, Peer into the Abyss, Swords to Plowshares, and 3 lands.
Bunch of cards.
Here's my cards.
14 Smothering Tithe triggers.
Sounds good.
Cast an Esper Sentinel. Sack 5 treasures. Recast TYMNA. Mayhem Devil triggers. 2 at Ruby, 3 at Deadpool. Crack 2 treasures. Kill SISAY.
Sure.
Mana Compasses Blanch return. Pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw card.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
You can have it. Blue Windswept Teeth. Combat. Tyler, I'll come with you. It's a 10-10, but it's get exalted, so it's 11-11.
I will hug him with open arms and go down to 23.
Cast the One Ring.
Esper Sentinel trigger.
I'll pay for it with Ignoble Hierarch. I have protection. Mystic Gamora also. Pass my turn then.
Let's go to my turn. Let's see what this is.
A Smothering Tithe trigger?
You got it. Besage you. Oh, Tyler, did your Grand Abolisher come back on end step?
I suppose it should have. Alright, there's a Grand Abolisher on my board too.
Cast the Soul Ring.
Esper Sentinel trigger.
And Ristic Study, everybody draws.
I'm going to respond to the triggers. Cast Swords to Plowshares targeting Mayhem Devil.
Esper Sentinel trigger.
You can draw.
Crack 2 treasures and pay 4 life, going down to 19.2 damage at Hexing Squelcher with Mayhem Devil.
It's gone.
Crack 1 more and also 0.1 at the Absence Pilgrim.
I'll float a white in response.
Exile Mayhem Devil and gain 3, going to 22.
I'll draw a card from Mystic and from Mystic.
2 Smothering Tithe triggers.
You got him.
Esper Sentinel trigger for this Soul Ring. I will draw.
Arena Rector.
Ristic Study.
You get a draw.
Smothering Tithe.
Yeah, you got it.
Reckless Rage, targeting Grand Abolisher and my Arena Rector.
2 draws.
You may draw.
Smothering Tithe triggers on your draw still.
You can have him.
Grand Abolisher is down.
And my Arena Rector's down, which means that I have an Arena Rector trigger. Search my library for a Planeswalker and put it into play. Finding Vivian on the hunt. Cast Archivist of Agma.
Ristic trigger.
You may draw.
Smothering Tithe.
You got it.
+2 Vivian. Sacrifice Archivist of Agma. Go find Formidable Speaker. And when it enters, I may discard a Orcish Lumberjack so that I can go tutor for another creature. Endurance. This is the only thing that I can get that could meaningfully interact on this next turn cycle, and I have to pass. So this is a shame that I'm like literally 1 mana short of casting ROCCO and just winning the game immediately right here. So like my plan almost worked out, but just wasn't quite there. But at least now I have like a way to try to interact in case Tyler goes for an Underworld Breach line, or I don't know, I'm just gonna lose to you either way, I guess. But like the Endurance also doubles as my 3 mana thing. So now like if DARGO doesn't attack Vivian, I don't know.
It's tough against TYMNA, DARGO, and SISAY because both of the decks have like such a layer of inevitability that if they get to untap untouched, normally they can do something. So you're forced to interact at every single turn of the game. Otherwise, they can run away with the game.
Although, did you just cast this One Ring on this past turn cycle? Yeah. I couldn't have won. All my lines are damaged. Like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
In your end step, I have effects. Fetch this Windswept Teeth and go to 36. It's fine, Taiga. Activate the One Ring.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
Yeah, you got it. Pass.
For turn, Static Prison trigger. Lose 1 energy to keep it around. Verdant Catacombs. Crack it right away, going to 21. Untapped Godless Shrine is my only fetchable target. 19. Move to combat. Cameron, I'm going to attack you with DARGO.
Take 7. Go to 32.
TYMNA trigger, so I will lose 1 going to 18 and draw 1 card. Cast a Relic of Legends.
2 triggers. Pass on them.
Altar of Dementia. Tap TYMNA for a red. I will sack 6 treasures, going down to 9. 2 black, 2 white, and 2 red. Sack DARGO to Altar of Dementia, targeting myself. Mill 7. Shambling Ghast. Bergie, Stitcher Supplier, multiple red blasts. Cast a prize statue. Enters make a treasure. Cast a Beseech the Mirror. Bargaining by sacrificing prize statue. Trigger to make a treasure. Get and cast a Goblin Bombardment. Cast DARGO, and I will crunch Altar of the Wretched as part of my additional cost. Tap DARGO for a red, and then I would like to demonstrate a loop with Relic of Legends and Goblin Bombardment that will allow me to kill Cameron.
I'm good to concede since I will die on my upkeep.
From what?
With Altar of Dementia, go back to milling myself until I'm able to Savine's Breach. I can execute with the Sectomancer and Deadpool. Let me go through a line with DARGO to make infinite treasures, and then once I have infinite treasures and a Deadpool in the graveyard and a Ruthless Sectomancer on the battlefield, I can reanimate the Deadpool and then pay 3 and sacrifice it to have each other player draw a card over and over until you draw your entire deck. So if you think you're gonna hit a relevant answer that works through Voice of Victory with 1 green or red,
I already discarded the Besage You earlier. Nice, I'm dead. Good shit, good game. Great win from Tyler. He had the Voice of Victory play. I am protected by the One Ring that does stop most of his actual win cons, but it doesn't stop the Deadpool Ruthless Technomancer line because he can just force me to one at a time draw through my entire deck, and since there's Voice of Victory in play, there's not much I can do. I already discarded the Beseiju that I mentioned earlier, so yeah, that one was tough. I feel like there was a lot of decisions all at one point that was a bunch of turns ago, and I did not make the right decisions, and that involved me losing the game on the following turn cycle. I do understand why you didn't want to pop your Ranger Captain there, even though it does stop Tyler from doing what he's doing. It also allows Scott to basically win the game then, because if that Ranger Captain is popped, that means that Scott can in response Final Fortune and then take another turn between Tyler and my turns and have a turn unimpeded by Ranger Captain Avios and probably win the game there. So I don't know. There's a world where that could have happened.
Yeah, everything's smart.
Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support us directly, you can do so on Patreon, like our $100 patrons.
Abyss AA, E4 cards and more, Red, Finks MTG, Wandering Around, Mike H, Tom Bieber, Cumulative Upkeep MTG, Nathan Cohen, Mr. Derby, Okie Toad, Penguin Man 0089, Eli the Magic Eye, David Newman, Johnny Denver, Omelet, Rocky Hall, Pat Fires, Spangler, Larceny Roars, Yorboy Blue, Sparky B, SC Phillip, Olden Groupie, Zach Hartley, Big Legs Banjo, Reactive, Sean of the Ice, The Works 472, Gare Bear Garrett, Mace the Ace, Luke Cook, Connor Sipon, Joshua Day, Demon of Rosgrease, Peter Stewart, Corner Wild, Uncle Bud, Stoot, Luke Kwaja, Hamid, Scott Hawk, and Baby G-Bus.
If you want to pick up any of our merch, you can do that at playtowinmtg.com.
Thank you, Dragon Shield, for supporting the show. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 at the affiliate link down below for 5% off.
You can follow us on the internet for more content.
Thank you for watching.
See you next time.
Can we talk about the $50 patrons also? All of them are Bob Russell, Devin Morrow, Ruby Supreme, Willow 2998, Turtle 99, Exo, Sarge MTG, Rick, Sharnicus, Nick Saucy, Meta, Max McCumber, Ben Finelli, Jason Brooks, Safarius, Oh No, Frog, Vietnam 69, Sarcastic, Mystic Muffin Man, Zachary Coulson, Dalton Poteen, Jan Wildstein, Thomas Bueno, and David Nelson.
Yeah, there's like 145 of each or something.
Of each of
like
them?
That. Yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Cool.
I bet I'm wrong. I bet one of them gets sent to the wrong person, so I actually should budget a couple less, actually, yeah.